I just caught her and I want to show you how much better her beak or bill is doing. Look at that bill. It's not raw anymore. You can still see it has some marks in it and some divots, but she is doing a lot better with this salve going on her. So I'm getting her cleaned up right now, and I'm going to put some more salve on her to just do this every single day until she looks a lot better, and I think it's helping. Welcome back to Whitt Acres. The new egger flock is outgrowing the brooder really fast. It's about 80 today, so I have the heat lamp off right now for the chicks, and they seem to be doing okay with it. They're all spread out still, they're not huddling up. I have the chicken wire on here because they are getting big. You can see how big they're getting. They're easily jumping over this edge now, so I have to have it completely covered with the chicken wire. The 3 yellow ones are putting on some color, and then Dizzy's doing okay. And look at Buckeye the rooster. Look at all the different colored feathers he's putting on. Yeah, I see you, Dizzy. You stick out. And then we have Dollop. Dollop is hiding in here somewhere. It's always hard to find Dollop because she is tiny. Look at her. Just a little dollop. I don't know why this black one's so much smaller than all the other black ones. I'm not sure what the breed differences are, but we'll see whenever they fully feather out if we can identify them a little bit better. Alright, go puppy. You like watching your chicks, don't ya? Puppy's got his box so he can hop up and keep an eye on his little chicker flock. How about? Yeah. I've been giving the chicks 18% chick starter along with some play sand for grit, and I've been harvesting, just going out and ripping up some grass out of the yard to give them some greens as well to get that in their stomach, because they are getting of age to where they could be foraging out there in the grass if I had something for them to be in. Last year I had a little day pen that I could put outside in the yard, and then after work each day I'd bring them out and put them in the pen so they could get some time outside, get some more space to stretch their wings and get used to the temperature changes as well. But right now I don't have that set up, so maybe next video we're going to be setting that up to get the chicks outside and get some time on the grass. Today we're heading up to the barn to do a clean out. Like I said, it's about 80 degrees outside, and I've been doing deep bedding for the ducks over winter. And for a while it's been doing really well, but now since the weather's been warming up, we're starting to get an odor in the barn. Mumbles! Hey goats! Hey chickens! How you guys doing? Oh buddy, how you doing, Flip? Hey Flop, how you doing? I can't feed you, you guys ate enough today. So this past winter I turned the pig pen into a duck pen, and the ducks have been in there for about 4 months now with their deep bedding system. One side of the pig pen I framed in with logs and made the deep bedding side that they can sleep and lay eggs in, and it's been working out really well just layering in here, and the odor has been pretty minimal. The other side we have a thin layer of hay down just to soak up the water and the poo from the ducks, and they have their feeding station up off the ground and 2 poles for water. So I pretty much clean out this side with the water every other day, and it's been working out well to keep the smell down over the past 4 months. But now that the weather's been warming up, I think the deep bedding side is starting to smell as well. Over in the chicken stall, I also do a deep bedding method, which actually lasts a little bit longer. I've had this in here for probably a year now, and it doesn't actually have the same smell that the duck pen has. The chickens bedding lasts a lot longer because they don't make as big a mess with the water, but they also get in there and scratch it around, which helps turn it over. The ducks kind of walk around with their big flat feet and mat everything down. They don't actually scratch it up like the chickens. But it is spring now, so I want to come in the barn and do a full spring clean out. I also got to clean out the goats pen. I clean this out every other day, so this is the day that I need to clean it out. I also have the whole center bay of the barn, which pretty much is a deep bedding method out here as well, because the chickens come in and out of here, and if I don't have all the hay down, they leave a mess in here. So I pretty much have to deep bed this whole entire area out to the door just to kind of keep it cleaner in here and able to walk around. So I think the chickens do a lot better on the deep bedding method than the ducks because they're able to scratch it up and filter the new stuff in, and it composts probably a lot better. but the ducks kind of just flatten everything out, and it's more of like a lasagna, and it's all matted down. So I think that's going to be a little bit harder to clean up than the chicken side. But we're going to get started loading up some wheelbarrows and wheeling them out to the compost. See how thick that is. Probably 8 inches. There's a lot in there. It's gonna take a while, puppy. This is gonna take a while. You can see we started out with pine shavings. And then we went to straw and hay. And the hay definitely got more matted down like a blanket. I don't know if I did more or all pine shavings, if it would have turned out better, but it would have been a lot more expensive. An egg. Puppy, we were missing an egg. I don't know how long that's been buried. I'll have to float that in water later, see if it's actually any good yet. And I think this egg came from today because it's not showing any signs of floating. So it was just a late egg laid this morning. You can really see a good look now of how deep this actually was. Oh, puppy, show them. We're about 8, almost 10 inches deep on some places, because in that back corner is a little bit deeper because that's where they nest and lay eggs. But the top half was pretty much all hay and straw, and that is pretty matted down. And then the bottom half is a lot of the pine shavings that I started with. So I think the pine shavings would have been a lot easier to use, but they're about $7 plus a bale at Tractor Supply, and I can get hay or mulch hay for $3 a bale or feed hay for $5. So even the good hay is cheaper than buying pine shavings, and I can feed the goats feed hay, and Mumbles even like some of it, but I can't really feed anything pine shavings. So it just makes sense to use the hay, even though it gets more matted down. I'm not sure it made any difference with how well the deep bedding method works. It just makes a difference for how easy it is to clean out. Puppy, what is going on out here? Got a couple escapees, don't we, bud? You keep an eye on these ducks. They're free ranging. Chickens, what are you doing out here? Oh, chickens. We're getting some compost now. Watch out, Spotty, get buried. Alright, puppy. Let's get these ducks back inside. No, you gotta walk all the way around, ducks. No, not that far. Come on, follow the fence. Echo, get on the fence. Good boy. Go, ducks, go. Slow down, pup. They're not the fastest breed. They're moving, though. Yeah, there you go, ducks. Get back with the flock. Good job, puppy. We'll let the chickens play in the compost for a little bit longer while I finish up. Keep an eye on them, pup. What are you doing, goats? You getting hot? What are you two doing just laying down? You cute little goats. The duck pen all cleaned out, both sides completely, and then swept out as well. So I'm going to be throwing some more hay in here to keep that nice and dry for them whenever I move them back in for the next few days, until I can get them out into their triangle house. I also got the goat pen cleaned out, so now I'm going to work on the chickens deep bedding and see if it's any harder to get out of here than the ducks was. What are you doing, Mumbles? You checking out your new pen? I cleaned it all out for you, Mumbles. Yeah, you're gonna have a fresh pen tonight. We're making progress here in the chicken stall, but we can tell that this is a lot easier to do than the duck pen. As I said, the chickens keep this turned over by scratching it. This area by the water is a little bit tougher right now. I have to actually scrape in there to get it, but that's also because the ducks have been with the chickens lately and they've been messing with their water. So a lot of this is real easy to get off, and it's just nice and dusty and light, and I'm able to scoop it up with the flat shovel real easy. So the chickens have been deep bedding in this stall for twice as long as the ducks have been over in the pig pen over there. So the deep bedding works out really well for the chickens, and you can use it on the ducks, but for a shorter period of time. It is a hot one today. I got the chicken stall all cleaned out now, and we are looking fresh again. All that's left out here is the main middle area, and this one might be a little bit more difficult. I've tried to clean out this area before, and it's actually pretty solid on the concrete. I might have to actually scrape it or even wet it down first before I'll be able to get it off of the concrete here. So I'm gonna get started on it, and hopefully I can get it done today. Down here, grab a drink, gotta check on the baby chicks, make sure they're all doing well with the heat lamp off, and it looks like they're doing pretty good. They're not all huddling together yet, so I don't think they're getting cold, which they shouldn't, because it is still 80 degrees in here. We'll take a tour up to the barn on this side of the property, where we have some beautiful forsythia blooming with the daffodils. Some of the hyacinths are coming in at the bottom there, but what I'm really happy about is the nectarine tree blooming out here. It is gorgeous right now. I can see it from all over the property, and it is just this bright pink show right now. I can't even imagine how many blooms are on this right now. Just completely covered in blooms. I'm loving this tree. This is probably the 4th year for this tree, and it's doing really good. You can see all the bumblebees on there already, and a ton of pollinators covering this thing. I love this nectarine tree. As well as the nectarine, we also have some Cleveland pears blooming right now, putting off another gorgeous white show over here. So we're finally getting some color around the property, and hopefully I'll get some nectarines later too. Chickens, what are you doing? Hey duck, you trying to eat with the chickens? Get back with your flock, duck. Yeah, waddle on back in there. Good job, duck. Don't scare them, pup. Don't scare them. Wide turn, Mumbles. You missed the door. Leave her alone, pup. Come here. probably the hardest section to do. For some reason it was matted down onto the ground. I don't know if it's because it's the high traffic area and everybody's walking through there, but everything got compressed to the concrete and I really had to kick and scrape that to get it up. I had to keep scraping up these matted chunks that were on the concrete, but we did get it pretty much cleaned up in here and ready for a new layer of mulch. So I think I made pretty good progress today. While I was in there working, we lost some chickens to some free ranging out there in the yard though. I gotta go get the chickens before they find my flowers. We got a couple bonnies way down here by the island garden. What are you ladies doing down here? Come on, ladies. Time to head back to the barn. Come on, come on. Come on, ladies. Got my broomstick, which is my chicken guider. Come on, come on. Woo, woo, woo. This way, you chickens, this way. There you go. There you go, chickens. Good boy, Echo Pup. Don't get ahead of them. Don't get ahead of them. Come on, chickens. Don't turn around. Keep moving, keep moving. Puppy, puppy, slow down. Slow down. There you go, chickens. There you go. Duck, what are you doing out? Come on, Spot, keep moving. Come on, come on. Puppy, you passed up Spot. Spot. Good chickens. Puppy, puppy, come here. Pass some up, bud. Bonnie, don't even think about escaping. Get back in there, Spot. Hey, goats. Oh, good chickens, good chickens. Mumbles, you have all your ducks? Okay. So we are all cleaned up in here. Got the spring cleaning done for the barn. Got some hay down for the ducks in here, but they're not going to be staying in here much longer, so I don't want to make it too thick for them. I have to keep some hay out here in the middle area because I am separating the khaki with the injured duck and blue, so they'll have this area out here. And for the chicken stall, I'm going to get some pine shavings because that's been working out really well for them, so I'm just going to stick to it. The goats are all cleaned up and ready for the night as well. Here you go. Gonna be all for this one. We got the barn cleaned out for spring. The deep bed from the chickens and the ducks are all moved out. The goats didn't really have deep bedding because we just got the goats. I couldn't really deep bed them. Plus they're in a small area. They're actually gonna be going up into the goat hut if I can get that completed. Probably gonna be working on the goat hut tomorrow, trying to get some gates made and mounted. If you love nature, make sure you subscribe down below. Hit that like button before you leave. And you can see me and Echo and all the animals on the next one. Thanks for watching.